Okay, we are live for the Battle Royale final. 2020 card set. It's Ann Arbor versus Seattle. We have the game number, so we should be underway in just a moment. I want to make sure everything is set here. Looks good. And we have Ann Arbor getting the ball first. And Dennis wishes Tyke good luck. This should be a really good one. Ann Arbor coming in with just an incredible amount of momentum. Crushing their playoff opponents so far. Outscoring playoff opponents by somewhere in the range of 60-6. Somewhere in that range. We'll check the stat to be sure in a few minutes. But just steamrolling their two playoff opponents so far, including my squad, Rochester. All right, and looks like we have kickoff here. Ann Arbor out to the 24-yard line, as we'll get our first look at Dak Prescott. I just got to my machine. I had to step away, so I'm not magnified here. So apologies if everything looks a little bit small, but should be manageable. Not quite as large as the last broadcast, meaning the graphics, which you can see on the strat screen here. So, blocking back formation, starting out with Samuel in the backfield. Gibson, the usual starter. 3-4 for Seattle's good run defense, average against the pass. We have seen phenomenal offensive numbers coming out of Dak Prescott all season long, continuing in the playoffs. Opens up long pass to Samuel. He's got a 4 on it, hits a 7, incomplete. Pardon me, has a 0 on him. This right linebacker covering him. So just missed a good opportunity there. So a double team by Seattle. That was incorrect. Ann Arbor been shying away from the long pass. At least they were in my game. Comes out and breaks tendency to start. And Michael joins. Hi, Michael. Welcome.
Hello, Anthony.
We've got no score, just one play gone. A deep ball to Samuel against a 0, nobody home. And Ann Arbor hit the 7 on the defensive card. Off tackle this time to Curtis Samuel. Nobody behind. Boxes available. Gets 6 yards. Sets up a 3rd down 4 for Ann Arbor on this first series of downs. And sticks with the blocking back, but now Gibson in the formation. So, Michael, what are your impressions of tonight's matchup?
Should be a great game. Dennis, I was thinking Dennis might play 3-4 today a little bit. We'll have to see if he does.
We did see a bit. Yeah, we did see a bit already.
And I noticed he used Samuel right away on the second play there, Tyke. And Samuel had a big day against me. He had his long run for the year, 45 yards. And I think he had about 65 carries on the season.
Mm-hmm. Off tackle here, the defensive tackle makes the play and leaves Ann Arbor a yard short at their own 33. They're going to go. Guns a-blazing.
Wow.
For Ann Arbor here from their own 33-yard line, facing a good run defense. Gibson and Juszczyk are behind Prescott in this blocking back. 4-3, not 3-4. For Seattle. Doesn't want to take any penalties moving to 3-4 here. The middle linebacker is a 6-4. 4 against the run, 6 against the pass. Roquan Smith is going to fill up that middle lane. Free safety is a 6 run, though. So Quandre Diggs can pipe into a slot here and fill it with a 6. Interesting to see if he moves Diggs into the linebuck zone.
Yeah, Dennis's linebacker run D is 4 on the left, the 0.
Keen Gibson, but does
It
get
is
the
blocked.
correct zone. The defensive line makes the play, loses a yard. Ball turns over on down. Jonathan Allen is there. 1st and 10 for Seattle. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, Dennis has the linebackers a 4-4-6 run against the run, with Khalil Mack being the big 6.
And in that case, it calls upon his strong defensive line. First down is the off tackle to Jeff Wilson. He gets a short gain, 12 yards down to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 Seattle.
Yeah, Tyke had a shot of making that. If it was a linebacker play X, he would have made it.
Two plays in a row by the Seattle tackles prevented the first down on 3rd and 4th. So now too tight. Linebuck Wilson, guessed right. Man is there as well. Center, though, will make that block, get 5 yards. So well-called play, but not the result Tyke was looking for. 2nd and 5 from the 15. Tyke not blitzing. You know, Dennis has been getting away with having the last ranked offensive line in the league here. You tested him a little bit, and Chris Jones certainly got through, but it wasn't like you were pressing. And not getting pressed here either. Linebuck to Wilson. Short gain once more, 11 yards down to the 4. Touchdown was 2 through 7 on the short gain roll, hitting 11.
Wow, Dennis having some good luck hitting the short gains early here, like I was doing.
Yes, Stucci-like. 1st and goal now. Full house, Mostert and McKinnon with Myers as the fullback. Izzo is your tight end. Again, no blitz. Linebuck McKinnon guessed wrong. Nobody home. Short gain, touchdown. 6-0 Seattle.
Yeah, there wasn't much there that wasn't going to be good for Dennis.
Boswell on. The extra point is good. Well, things have certainly started out Seattle's way here. Arbor decided to press their luck and hit the whammy on their first possession. 8 yards deep. Farrah Cooper, not a very strong returner. We'll see a touchback here. And now, Ann Arbor, not a team built for coming back, and it really hasn't had to do it in the playoffs at all. Only down 7-0 though, with tons of time. So,
oh yeah, it's early. Tyke can stay with his game plan.
Oh yeah,
I think he was one of the top teams scoring in the league.
Seattle starts out 3-4 against this blocking back. Long pass. Robbie Anderson, guessed right, one man back there. So straight up D. And the defensive back cannot make the play. It's a long gain in 59 yards. So big play there. Wow. It's the 6 white die against the 4. Plenty of pass rush opportunities. No D-die was rolled. And with one man back, it's not particularly easy to get the long gain, but the 12 gives you that option. And Tyke hits it.
Yeah, earlier in the playoffs, I got hit with one of those.
Looking past the Juszczyk. One man there is a 6. Incomplete after a -2 shows up. I'm looking. So 1st and 10 goes to 2nd and 10 from the Seattle 16.
Juszczyk led the team in receptions for Tyke. So he really likes to use them.
I did not see him much in my game, which surprised me, but he crossed his tendencies up there.
Yeah, he did the same with me, Anthony. He didn't throw to Juszczyk as much as he normally did.
4-3 blitzing defense from Seattle here, going back and forth between the 4-3 and 3-4. Plenty of blitz opportunities on the short pass, but it's complete. 29% chance of a sack falls at 39. So moves on to Prescott's card. It's complete down to the 3-yard line, 1st and goal.
Tyke is very difficult to double team. He has a lot of different pass catchers he can throw to.
Goes full house with McKissick and short pass to Juszczyk. Guessed wrong. Complete touchdown. Ann Arbor comes right back. And we are tied at 7. Similar to your semifinal in some ways. We have a tie score here. 6-7 minutes into the first quarter at 7. If this kick is good, and it is. So the Ann Arbor defense now will probably get an opportunity here without a hand time behind its back, assuming things hold the form here on this kickoff. 1 yard deep here is Olszewski. And takes a touchback. So 75 yards to go this time for Seattle. 1st and 10, 9 minutes left, first quarter. First matchup, Seattle, as we talked about in the postgame during the semi, Seattle won 33-19. It was a bit closer than that, though. Seattle pulled away in the fourth quarter. It was a very even game in just about every respect. Flat pass, Izzo. 3-yard gain on the defensive card. Brings up a 2nd and 7. Seattle, though, did dominate in yards per play in that game. 6.4 to 4.0. You don't see that kind of dominance typically. Short pass, Wilson. 3 men in zone. Defender X. Defender cannot make that. Oh, he can make the play. The left linebacker was called upon with the 2 tight 1 halfback formation, and the 5 makes the play. So 3rd and 7. And let's see if we see blitz now from Ann Arbor. An obvious blitzing situation does not come. No. Okay. You see a 12 here with Tuitt, and not a big blitzing team. Not much from the linebackers. With McKinnon back there, he's a 0. So you can get that 1 star working for you. Short pass to Myers. 4 men in zone, incomplete. So
the
3 and out.
8.
Yeah, dreaded 8. Unless you got a must-run guy, you're not going to get anything on that 8.
Yeah, that's the long gain on the long pass.
Sure is. From the 13 after a nice punt, Dwayne Harris looking to return it. Gets 15. He has a nice punt return card. The card that Bill Parcells would love, at least. Not a fair catch to be found. 1st and 10 from the 28. Samuel back in at halfback. You look at Ann Arbor's tendencies during the year. I did not get a chance to see the semifinal game, but he ran inside a lot more than he usually does. Typically a runner around the ends. Check in on that stat in a moment. Off tackle Samuel. There you go.
Yeah, on your stats, I think he had the least number of runs in the league.
So run attempts down at 358, but interestingly, in end runs, Ann Arbor ranked, if we can get out here, Ann Arbor ranked 6th in the league in end run attempts, 13th in off tackle attempts, 14th in line bucks. So really, just an end runner, but a lot of off tackles throughout the playoffs and off tackle in the last place, 2nd and 3. Flat pass to McKissick. Only get 2. Gets 5. How is that? Oh, it was the defender, not the linebacker in zone. It was a 0. So 5 yards, 1st and 10. The cigar smoke blocked my view of the of the screen. Sometimes the smoke gets heavy. 1st and 10 from the 40. So nice little pickup there. It's the way Tyke likes to operate, and gets 9 yards on 1st down. Sets up another easy line to gain opportunity here on a 2nd and 1. Best way to avoid a 3rd down conversion attempt is to get it on 2nd.
He's really turned momentum around here since the 4th and 1 stop by Dennis.
Off tackle, guessed wrong. A man is there. And Williams will make the block to get 3 yards and that first down. So into Seattle territory at the 48. 5:06 left to play, first quarter. And, McKissick is in, and that reminds us, to beat Ann Arbor, you got to count on a fumble or two. Flat pass Anderson, he's doubled up, and 2 men are in zone, but it's 5 yards nonetheless. So every which way, he put 2 men in the zone and doubled the right guy. No such thing as 3 men in zone. It goes to the quarterback card and converts with the 7 from Prescott, 2nd and 5.
Yeah, very frustrating there for Dennis there.
So well called. But not the results. Long pass, guessed wrong. DJ Moore, 1 man back. Opportunity here. It falls short on Moore's card. Wow. Full of opportunity. Tiptoes does Seattle his way to an incompletion there. And sets up a 3rd and 5 from the 43. Likely 2-down territory. If it was 2-down territory from his own 33 at the tie ball game, I am in the first quarter. I imagine this is 2-down territory as well. 3 wide and a fullback with Juszczyk in the backfield. Speaking of high fumbles. Checking Dennis's, as you said, his run guys. You got a short pass here, guessed right, not double teamed. Incomplete. Samuel cannot haul it in. 4th and 5. So outside of contain, it might make him think a little bit more. It does, and he's going to punt it away.
Yeah, I was surprised Tyke didn't go flat there.
Yep. Nice punt, though, 40 yards.
Yeah, it would have been a receiver hit anyway.
So pins him back to the 3-yard line.
Yeah, not like my 6-yard punt the other day.
So take another good against the run, average against the pass. Line buck, guessed wrong. Nobody home, 9 yards. Jeff Wilson. In Seattle. Seattle's running tendencies here. 4th in the league in line bucks and 4th in the league in end runs on offense. Didn't run off tackle much. 2nd and 1. There's off tackle right on cue. To McKinnon, 5 yards. First down. Too tight. McKinnon stays in the ball game. Once again, Dennis looking to save Mostert to the second half here, it seems. Off tackle, yet again. McKinnon is going to get 5 yards thanks to Ryan Izzo's 4 and the 4 white die.
Yeah, very fortunate there.
Not the best set of blockers for these tight ends from New England, which was I believe the 9th round pick for Seattle. Flat pass to the 9th round pick, Izzo, and it's incomplete on his card. So sets up a 3rd outside to contain, 5 yards to go. Showing 3 wide. Peoples-Jones up against a 0. Landry against a 4. And Beckham and Myers face a 6. McKinnon is up against a 0. So 2 guys against a 0. And that's one of them. Flat pass McKinnon. He'll get 7 yards and convert that first down. Convert that 3rd down to a first down at the 29-yard line. 54 seconds left first quarter. A lot of small ball so far for Seattle. First possession went about 25, 30 yards for a score. Second possession was 3 and out. Layers a long pass. McKinnon against the 0. Must run. 13 yards. That Watson card is tough. I'm telling you. Those must runs on 9 and 10 are just killer.
Yeah.
For defense. So first down out to the 42.
Between Watson and Mahomes, I don't think there was one must run the other night. Very surprising.
Mm-hmm. And there's an off tackle that was a draw, guessed right. So 2 men filled the zone, loss of 1, 2nd and 11.
Tyke was right on top of that one.
Gets him in
I think it
decent
was
shape
only
here.
I think it was only a 2-yard gain if he didn't call run.
Mm-hmm. No blocking back there. So loss of 1 on 2nd and 11 sets up 3rd and 12 for Watson. Let's take a closer look at Watson's short pass card here. And look at that. Love it. He'll convert it on 6 and 7. Guessed right. So no problem throwing the short pass here. And goes deep over the top to Beckham against that 6. Incomplete.
Oh,
So 3rd and 12 now turns to 4th and 12. And Seattle has to punt.
I thought Dennis might throw short there. Even if he got the 11, it would be 4th and 1. He could still go for it.
Yep.
But the 2 roll was incomplete on everything.
Well, he sensed the double teams, and he sensed those double teams coming. And Ann Arbor does like to double team. That gives you those chances deep.
Yeah, it's a good punt too. They're right on the border whether you should let that drop
And goes 7 yards.
for a touchback.
So he gets the roll he needs for a touchback. Ann Arbor led the league in double teams. As you can see here, double team attempts, 788 on the year.
Yeah, I think I was second. A distant second.
Distant, yes, indeed. And number 1 in passes called. Number 2 is Seattle on defense. 855 to 837. Looking pass. Nobody home. Guessed right. Gets 8. 2nd and 2. 13-12 now, second quarter. Seattle will get the ball in the 3rd. Blocking back with McKissick.
Yeah, these two teams called a lot of pass. They had a lot of leads.
Yes, indeed. And gets 3 yards in that first down. You see the fumble there, a 35.3 guessed wrong for McKissick. Goes up to about 80 guessed right. Samuel now back in. Facing that 0 right linebacker. Long pass to Moore. Nobody's back there, incomplete. That's a nice percentage play for Ann Arbor.
Yeah, Moore has a great receiver card, and that would have been a receiver hit on the D.
Tyke taking advantage of the mathematical advantage he has on the deep ball. Those 6s, end run Gibson, 2nd and 10 here. Going to get 12 yards first down. Those 6s, of course, on his D or versus his 0s was one of the reasons that drives his Ann Arbor's high double team attempts.
Right.
Because you can pretty much feel safe leaving your 6s in man coverage. Dennis doesn't have that luxury. Certainly with Samuel in the backfield, he's got the 0 versus Samuel and Anderson and Moore versus a 4. And Dennis continues to double and continues to move that free safety around, creating those opportunities deep. 1 so far converted for Ann Arbor. Here's a linebuck to Samuel. Gets just a yard. Not much going on in Samuel's card. Linebuck.
Yeah, that was probably a mistake.
Yeah.
In retrospect. Yeah, it is tough when you have 2 corners that are 4s and a safety that's 4. It's very difficult to cover that up, and Tyke definitely trying to take advantage of that.
And that halfback versus the 0, and that halfback is a wide receiver.
Right, is a wide receiver.
I mean, that is his central advantage coming in here. Looking past the 6 is there. Going to lose yards, make it incomplete on the look in. So 3rd and long.
Too bad that was a 20 if he hit the left flat there.
Mm-hmm. Now into a tough spot.
Yeah, this isn't Prescott's wheelhouse, 3rd and long.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe he can hit something here on the D card.
Let's see if Dennis keeps his free safety back. I would imagine he does. And he does. Flat pass, Samuel. Looking for that 7 on the defensive card. Doesn't get it. 5 yards, 4th and 4 from midfield. We'll see a punt here. I would guess. Maybe. I don't know, actually. I spoke too soon. Let's see. Yeah, punting he is. So a little more conservative here in good punt position. Gets a 61-yarder.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a touchback.
That's too bad for Tyke there. He was in a good position to pin him deep.
So Seattle starts at the 20. And we continue to see a mosterless backfield, as we'd expect. But 3 wide is interesting here. Spreading them out a bit. Getting a couple better matchups. Flat pass Beckham against that 0 out there. Incomplete on Beckham's card. Second and 10. Three wide again. Long pass McKinnon. Nobody back there.
Covering.
Opportunity. 69 yards.
Wow. He was covered by the 0, right, Anthony?
And
so it didn't really matter, right?
And that 0 was double teaming.
Yeah.
So uncovered all the way. Would have gone guessed wrong if it went to McKinnon's card. And
it's going to put him at the 11.
That puts him all the way down to the 11-yard line. Huge gain there. Both teams attacking the defensive weaknesses with some success. Linebuck Wilson, guessed wrong. Nose tackle can make that play, but still 5 yards. 2nd and 5 from the 6. Full house backfield with Mostert and McKinnon.
I know Tyke has a good run D, but that's a pretty juicy 0 man in the 3-4, even with the good run D.
Sure is. The 2nd and 5, you've got plenty of chances here because you can get that first down at the 1. And the tackle will make that block. So 3rd and 1 from the 2.
Wow, big play here.
So you can pretty much line buck your way here. And with Watson even keyed, you got a good shot.
Yeah, see what Tyke decides to do here.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens.
Oh, he got it.
No gain, though. So that sets up this 4th and 1. I would imagine Dennis goes for it here. Yeah. Big play. What will we see? No keyed yards among the backs. Calling generic run worked last time. Calls pass this time. Guessed wrong. Mostert up the middle. Dreaded 5 is the only thing that might hurt him, and he gets the 4 touchdown. Seattle.
What was that? Right?
Guessed right. That is a short game.
Oh yeah, 4. He had automatic.
So Boswell on for the extra point. It is no good. 13-7. 6:54 left in the half. So silver lining there for Ann Arbor. Farrah Cooper will likely take a touchback from just 3 yards deep. And he does. And the Ann Arbor offense back on the field, down 6 points.
Yeah, plenty of time for Tyke. He doesn't have to rush it.
Samuel in the backfield goes off tackle to Samuel. The defensive end can make that play, Montez Sweat. 5 white die. 2nd and 10. It's a 5 end. Defensive line is stout. 2nd and 10 now. Samuel stays in. Long pass to Moore. Guessed right, 1 man back there. Incomplete. Prescott's card. And it's 3rd and long.
We haven't seen a must run yet from Prescott in the first half.
That's correct. So tough spot here for Ann Arbor.
Yeah, big 3rd down. Don't want to give Dennis the ball back if you can help it.
In what would probably be decent field position. Stuck on this 3rd and long. Prescott, all those must runs in there. Only converts 2 through 4.
Yeah, 1 out of 6.
Long pass Samuel. He is doubled up. Incomplete. So 4th and 10. Both these teams anticipating all the doubles and going up over the top.
Yeah, he still had a receiver shot there, I think. I don't know if it was the safety on him or not. But
38 yard on a coffin corner to avoid Gunner. So that's going to put Dennis at the 37. Not a bad coffin corner, honestly. And Gunner, Gunner's much more than the touchdown too. He has other nice gains. So
yeah,
you'll take a net 38.
Yeah, average 10.5 on the minus 11.
0 man looking gets 9. So nice start to the drive here. Clock ticks under 5 minutes, approaching midfield. It's in the cards here for Seattle to run the clock down. If he can manage to get small chunks as opposed to big chunks. Converting this 1st down will set the tone for that. Off tackle McKinnon. He should do it. He does. 5 yards, 1st and 10. And into Ann Arbor territory.
Yeah, Tyke double teamed the running back and Myers on that last play.
Still double teaming. You see why you go 3 wide there. But you got Myers against 0 here. Right? That's an opportunity too. Linebuck Wilson. He's going to not get the 9. Instead, the 2. Bradbury only is a 5 versus the 6. So 2nd and 8. Much needed 1st down stop. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Down to 3:36. Short pass, guessed wrong. 3 men in zone. Opportunity incomplete on Beckham's card.
Wow.
Hits the 7. So 3rd and 8. Has the right quarterback to deal with it, though. No sweat for Watson. Let's see if he can, up against this average D.
Yeah, he can even run for it.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's 16 short pass right, and then he's got 7 runs.
It's an incredible weapon, and this is Seattle's relative strength on these 3rd and longs versus Ann Arbor.
I think if he gets close here, he would go for it.
Interesting he doesn't go shotgun. Short pass. Peoples-Jones. Incomplete on Peoples-Jones' card. So these receivers, both sides.
Yeah, Dennis had a
Who's
decision there. Peoples Jones, or he could have Landry in there. Landry has more receiver hits, but doesn't have the yards that Peoples Jones has.
so he stopped there, and you can pin him here, and looks like he's going to pin him well. Oh, back to the 14. So all 3 timeouts remain. You're sort of at that point where either team could be burning them, depending on what happens here early in this set of downs. Samuel is behind Juszczyk. Again, that ball goes to Seattle at the beginning of the second half. End run, Samuel. Nobody home. Guessed wrong. Gets a rough roll and gets just 4 yards. Was not looking to stay in bounds. You can see that posture from Ann Arbor there in terms of their view of being pinned back at the 14. Brings up 2nd and 6. 2:06 now. Left. We'll get the warning after this play. Blocking back versus a 3-3-5. Off tackle, Samuel inviting the run, gets it, and Samuel just gets a yard. So 3rd and 5. Another tough spot. Not too tough, though, with Prescott's flat passing ability. And you have to think that Ann Arbor is searching for that first down here.
I actually thought Tyke might throw right there. He was at 206. Didn't really matter if he threw an incomplete.
Well, that first down, though, takes away any real chance of Seattle scoring. So getting that one first down is important. And you see a short pass, so it shows an aggressive posture and it's incomplete. And that's that puts Seattle in position here to put some points up and double it up. Do we see another coffin corner? I assume we will. Yeah. So he needs a good roll. He's punting away. 48 yards. So probably let's see what happens here with Gunner. Touchdown is on 3. Gets a fair catch. Works out really well for Ann Arbor.
Yeah.
Seattle back to the 33. Not that they're out of scoring range. Very much in scoring range, but could have been a lot worse. Would have been a pretty short punt on a coffin corner 9 roll.
Yeah, the first roll there that was Dye was a 3, so he had pretty much dodged the touchdown.
First down running. This gets a yard.
Yeah, now Dennis, like Tyke, ran into a bad wrong run of 1 yard.
Tyke with an aggressive move here, taking a timeout on 2nd and 9. Very aggressive. Draw to McKinnon. Just 2. So that works out. The first time you're going to take a timeout there, you take a timeout here, and Tyke does. So 3rd and 7. Wonder how Dennis would have played it without the timeouts being called by the D. Where would the clock be right now? Now he's in the shotgun. Long pass, Peoples Jones. He's doubled up by Jordan Brooks. And it goes incomplete. So with not much time on the clock, 1:22. Ann Arbor looking for a shank here by Barry, and it's a decent punt back to the 18. Dwayne Harris will get at least a few yards.
That was a first down if he threw flat.
Gets 15. So a nice return.
Yeah, very nice return out to the 33.
So that does open up some possibilities for Ann Arbor. Ann Arbor playing it really well here. It's working out so far. As we saw last game here, Folk is 2 through 5 out to the 37. Off tackle Juszczyk, dangerous play. 58 fumble. 143 shows up, loses a yard, 2nd and 11. Cojones right there that I would not have, I got to tell you.
I was surprised Tyke didn't throw right there.
It's looking for Juszczyk's card, which would get you, 5 to 10 yards typically.
Right. He didn't get out of bounds either there.
So now 2nd and 11. Yeah, ran him off tackle.
Yeah, no chance. So, I mean, he's kind of.
Three wide with Juszczyk. Flat pass to Kittle. The 6 is there. And the 6 makes the play. And that has got to be a little disheartening for Ann Arbor's attempt to get some points here before the half. Now facing a 3rd and 11 with Gunner looming.
Yeah, he'll definitely kick this out of bounds.
Just a play away. You can see here, Prescott will get you yards on his short pass. He's not a, not a Minshew type 10-yarder. Flat pass, Kittle, 0 is there now. And we'll get 6 yards.
Let's see if Dennis calls the timeout.
Assume he will, yes. So 4th and 5 from the 30. A few ticks here to play with. And it's punt time, and likely a coffin corner, as you said. And indeed it is. Bailey gets a good one off, 44 yards. And the corner sticks. It gets out of bounds. No chance for Gunner. And that should do it for the half, unless we have a big play. Dennis getting the ball back. Has a reason to be conservative here.
Maybe Watson throw a bomb. Go big or go home.
With getting the ball back in a 6-point lead, I would not be taking that chance.
We'll see. He didn't come out 3-3-5, so he can't put 2 men in deep zone.
You have some big play receivers. I mean, maybe you look.
Yeah, Peoples-Jones or McKinnon. Oh, no, he is 3-3-5. There we go.
So the nickel can drop back without penalty. Here's a draw to McKinnon.
Yeah, I think he's giving it up.
And
yeah, Dennis is he's ran the ball a lot within the last 2 minutes of the half, and I don't know how many carries he's got. I mean, I know he's got a lot of Mozart, but I think this may hurt him.
He'll be fully loaded with Mostert. Going into the second half as usual.
Yeah, I'll have to see the report. I'm having trouble getting into the game. I downloaded the pre-file, but for some reason I'm not able to connect.
Seattle took the timeout there, interestingly. 8 carries left for Wilson. And we've had 8 so far from McKinnon. Long pass, Izzo. 1 man is back incomplete.
He was lulling him to sleep.
Yeah. So it's a little head fake by Seattle. 8 seconds left. And he has the timeout. Goes 3-3-5. And let's see here. It's again too tight. So, yeah, I would.
Yeah, Myers or Peoples-Jones on a bomb, maybe.
Long pass to Beckham. Searching for that 8. Doesn't get it. Instead, going to get 29 yards. So that's not going to be enough to make a big impact. Can set up a bomb Hail Mary chance here. I was going to say that I'd be going 3 wide and expecting them to drop 2, and then you got these big yard receivers. Throw to the receiver against the safety that drops back and try to go flat pass wrong on the receiver card. Would have been a play. But here, you're just going for the bomb. I must say, Tyke does not drop back his nickel to two guys deep very often.
Yeah, he's been doubling.
When I played him, some obvious 2 2 men in long pass zone. He wasn't doing it. He was keeping that safety up, and I was trying to hit my guy on flat pass against that nickelback, and he kept him home. So here's that 3-2-6. You have a couple guys with long gains right there, 4 and 12. If you wanted to go to that look in. But with Watson's 8 long gain, that's likely the play.
Yeah, it's a little bit better. Yeah, you got to Tyke will double everybody he can and put 2 guys back.
So we'll have 2 double team opportunities. Just uses one.
Only one
does go looking. So he does follow that. He was looking for that 4-12 on Peoples-Jones card. Instead, it falls incomplete, and that'll be the half. So 13-7 at the half.
Jeez,
take a look here.
If he threw to a well, there was only 1 second left. It wouldn't have been a TD, but he would have got the 1-man completion. If he threw to 0.
Yeah.
And Arbor 0 for 6 on 3rd down. Dennis 2 for 7. So tough sledding on 3rd down.
5.9 to 4.9 advantage for Seattle. You see Seattle just 5 of 15 throwing. Prescott just 8 of 18 against these average pasties. A lot of deep passing. We'll do that. A lot of desperation at the end of the first half. We'll do that too. And just in terms of run pass selection here, we have 17 runs from Seattle. Like you said, Michael, up against those 15 passes. And then on the other side, 13 runs for Ann Arbor to 18 passes. Nice if Dennis were to join here at halftime. A quick chat, but doesn't look like it's happening. Looks like Ann Arbor's ready to go. And waiting for Dennis to say he's ready too. And we'll have kickoff in the second half.
Yeah, both these defenses playing very good against these high-powered offenses. Only 20 points scored here.
It's going to have to come up with another stop to prevent a 2-score lead here.
Yeah, no one's been really able to drive the field. There's been a couple big plays, long gains, which have got guys in scoring position.
Indeed.
And the 4th down stop by Dennis gave him the short field.
And as we'd expect, Mostert's in the backfield to start the second half.
Yeah, we could get a heavy dose of him, I think, here in the 3rd quarter.
And there he is. End run. Guessed wrong. Man is there. The end cannot make the play. Izzo called upon with the linebacker there. It's a loss of just 1. 2nd and 11.
Yeah, this is when Dennis started to run the ball against me.
Would have been 6 yards on Mostert's card.
I couldn't get him off the field, even right.
Mostert and Watson's pretty dangerous. Those are the 1st and 2nd round picks for Seattle.
Oh, he took San Francisco halfback 2nd.
Mm-hmm. Looking past Izzo. The 6 is there. Gets 7 yards nonetheless. So a nice game there on Watson's card. 3rd and 4. Wilson in the backfield. And run to Wilson. Guessed wrong. Nobody home. The end will not make the block, but a 1st down is made nonetheless.
Oh, very fortunate there to get the +4.
So gets 7 yards, puts it together with 4, gets exactly the 11 he needs, and starts out with a conversion on this first drive of the second half. Kind of reminiscent of those early first downs against your squad in the semi. Linebacker draw, short gain, 18 yards. So up to the 44 of Ann Arbor. Seattle's on the move.
Yeah, gutsy draw right there. Tyke hadn't called run so far in the second half.
He's going to start thinking about it now. Very dangerous duo. Watson and Mostert. You pretty much have to guess right. And here's Mostert again. He's going to get some yards.
14, 16?
16. Up to the 28. Welcome, Bob.
Hello there.
Hi, Bob.
We got a linebacker to Mostert. Guessed wrong. 20 yards more. Is that right?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, down to the 8-yard line. Mostert just tearing it up here to start the second half. All guessed wrong running.
That's a short gain, even guessed right.
First and goal from the 8. No blitz being shown. End run guessed right. Mostert's going to get 5 anyway. Down to the 3. Hits that 9.
Yeah, very frustrating.
Michael knows well. Second and goal from the 3. McKinnon and Mostert. Everybody a little bit short on carries now. So cashing in 7 here is pretty important. Linebuck Mostert gets 2. Down to the 1. Third and goal.
Good call by Tyke there to stop. That was a touchdown, probably.
Yeah, I assume so. Let's see here. Yep. Linebuck McKinnon guessed wrong because of the key. Touchdown, Mostert. Sorry, touchdown McKinnon. He had keyed Mostert. So that makes it 19-7. Decision time for Seattle. They're going to go for 2. Try to make it a 14-point game.
Yeah, even right, that was a touchdown to McKinnon. He would have had a key McKinnon to stop that.
Yep. Showing full house. Short pass. Beckham. He's doubled up. Incomplete. Nice play by the defense. Keeps it 19-7. And we'll start out the 26-yard line. And Ann Arbor has some work to do. So very familiar territory here. Looks a lot like the semifinal. With Seattle holding a 2-score lead, a little bit around halfway through the third quarter. Took a little over 5.5 minutes off the clock on his first drive. Did Seattle. And cashed it in for 6. Off tackle, Samuel, nobody home. Guessed wrong. Dreaded 5 shows up at exactly when you don't want to. 2nd and 10.
Samuel's got 8 runs so far. I'm not sure how many when his fatigue starts to kick in.
3 more.
3 more.
3-4-D. Inviting the run now a bit. Long pass. Samuel, the sack comes off of Darren Payne's 18% chance.
Wow.
The 10 shows up, and it's 3rd and 14.
You don't get a sack very often when you got a 2, but a 2 versus a 2, you got an 18% chance on a long pass.
That's the first sack of the game, I believe. Dennis's last pick has really not shown up to be an issue. The offensive line has not been tested for Seattle, and instead to get a key sack by his D. Long pass Samuel. He's double teamed by Quinn. And it's complete for 28 on the 12 roll to
wow.
Prescott. So a
Oh.
bailout long pass gives Ann Arbor some needed life here. Would have been 28 no matter what, right? Wrong?
Yep.
It's 1st and 10 at midfield. Doesn't get him to scoring position, but hugely helpful.
Yeah. See if Tyke can cash in the fortuitous roll.
Short pass, Juszczyk. Lots of blitzers coming. Complete for 12. Avoids the D-die up to the 38. It's like Juszczyk pulled that in, guessed right.
Yes, he did.
Clutch catch there. He has a nice short pass. Card. It's not that much of a fluke. Take a look at that. McKissick now in the backfield. We have not seen much of Gibson at all. McKissick brings that fumble. Looking past the Juszczyk, there's a 6 there. Guessed right. And it's picked off. Seattle with an opportunity. Here's the return. No gain. So the punt turns out to be effectively a punt,
right,
of around 40 some yards. Seattle now going to start out from the 37. Tough one.
Yeah, very tough roll there. It's about an 18 times 6 chance of rolling that pick on the one man.
Mostert keeps it going on 1st down, 8 yards.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a steady diet of missing Mostert here.
Mostert is down to 5 carries. But in all, he's got about 14, 15 unfatigued carries among his 3 backs. Long pass. Guessed wrong. Jacoby Myers is up against the 0. He gets 35.
Wow.
Down to the 20-yard line, I believe.
What a call. And the missed fumble to boot.
And Seattle is in position to really stretch this lead and make it a pass fest for Ann Arbor. It's exactly where Ann Arbor does not want to be with 5:24 left in the 3rd. It's, it depends. With 3 scores down, with some ticks left in the 3rd, you don't have to abandon your game plan. Linebucker draw to Mostert. Nose tackle makes that play 1 yard instead of 12, 2nd and 9. That's important. 22-7 is a very manageable ball game if you're Ann Arbor. That's your goal here.
Yeah, Tyke just has to hold him to 3. He'll be fine. Just can't give him 7 here.
Gets that 1st down roll that he wants. Short pass, guessed wrong. Complete for 14, down to the 5. Watson makes you pay. Guessed wrong. 1st and goal from the 5.
Then Dennis has got Tyke in a tough spot here. You know, he was running the ball on him, and, you know, you just can't let Dennis do that all game long. Yeah. And mixes it up there with a wrong pass.
Exactly. Sucks him into the run calls at exactly the right time. Really nice called offense there. Short pass, Myers. It's guessed right. And he's sacked. Wagner comes in. It was caused, though, by Tuitt. 72% chance. Just a 2-yard loss, though. So 2nd and goal from the 7.
Dennis very fortunate there. He didn't get a larger loss.
Mm-hmm.
With 7 being the average.
End run guessed right. Whose card does it go to? It goes to the offensive card. No gain. And 3rd and goal from the 7. Opportunity here for Ann Arbor. Who is going to be in the backfield? The first question. Mostert, very dangerous from this range. But it's McKinnon. he gets 7. Doesn't get 7 too often. So you might want to let him go. Take that chance with your good run D and focus on the pass here. Watson cannot run end. Too tight. Myers is going to be uncovered. That should do some work. Short pass, Beckham. It's incomplete. Beckham cannot haul it in, and his card guessed right. So here we have the field goal opportunity. Boswell.
Great stop by Tyke there to hold him to 3.
He hits it. Yeah, holds him to 3, and this game is still a game at 22-7. There's many more pathways to 22-7 than if a touchdown was scored, obviously. So starting out from the 27-yard line, and Arbor's first possession was a wild one. Needs a nice steady drive here for a touchdown. Your average coach is inclined to pretty much call pass every time.
I'm going 3 wide here.
And goes 3 wide, so invites it, flat pass, Juszczyk gets 6. So there's some good first down yardage up to the 33. 1:30 now left through a quarter. Stays 3 wide. Looking past Kittle against that 6. And the linebacker in zone comes up. Incomplete, 3rd and 4. Short pass, Samuel. He's double teamed. Incomplete.
Wow, what a call by Dennis.
4th and 4. Decision time for Ann Arbor. It's going to go. What to do. Flat pass, Kittle. Didn't take much time here. Out against the 4. Gets 5 yards, first down. Goes to Prescott's card. And he converts it.
That's a great flat pass card. I mean, there's not even any 4s on there, so 5 and more. 5 and greater is a great card when you're stuck in contain.
Right back to it, 6 yards. And, Dalton is actually a smidge better on that flat pass, right?
Right.
I was kind of wondering in the back of my mind if we would have seen Dalton on that fourth down, but Prescott gets it done.
Did he just add the 2 complete?
Say again?
He adds the 2 complete?
He adds 1 completion. Yeah, he adds 1 completion in terms of completion chances. He adds a couple in terms of the dice. A nice play there by Montez Sweat makes it 3rd and 4.
Obviously 2 downs here.
Flat pass Kittle. Looking for Prescott's card. Gets it for 5. First down Ann Arbor. Up to just about midfield. 13:48 4th quarter. Down 15. Plenty of time. Finding the stride on offense here. Got to keep it going. Linebuck Juszczyk. Nobody. Boxes are available. Gets 9.
Nice run.
And 2nd and 1.
Probably plenty of carries with Juszczyk too.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Flat pass Juszczyk against the 0 out there in the zone. Incomplete on Juszczyk's card. 3rd and 1. Wonder if we'll see a sneak here. Let's keep this ball moving. Looking past Juszczyk against the 6. He gets 5 yards. The 7 goes to the offensive card. Incomplete on the defensive card. But it works out. First down to the Seattle 37. 12:18 left. Just cannot overstate how important that stop was, holding him to a field goal last drive. No gain there. McKivitz could not make the block. He's a 0. 2nd and 10. Dennis has been putting linebackers with some consistency into the left-hand side, which is major
cover
when
that
it's
zero.
off tackle right. Yeah. Off tackle again to Juszczyk, going right again. Calls for the end. The end is there. 4 yards, Kittle. Makes the block, 3rd and 6. Short pass, Moore. Guessed right. 4 men there, incomplete on Moore's card, 4th and 6.
Oh,
From the 33, gotta go for it here.
yeah. Falk is only 10. He's not even going to go for the 50 plus.
Yeah, 2 through 5 out here is Folk.
Yeah.
He would need a bit of a boost on variable to make it likely that he'd hit it.
-1.
Yeah. So now 6
It's a tough
yards.
spot here because there's a lot of 5s on Prescott's is flat.
Yeah, you can't trust his flat.
No.
He's going to go flat anyway against the 0 to Samuel. And it's incomplete.
Oh, the 11.
Just missed the 6 and the 7.
Right.
On 10 and 12, and Seattle takes over with 10:30 left. Now Ann Arbor has its work cut out for them. Not made many key guest right calls here against Seattle in the second half. It's got to have to find him right now.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of runs here from Dennis.
Off tackle Mostert. He's guessed wrong. Not the best off tackle wrong card. He's got some clunkers in the middle. That's one of them. Just 3 yards. Linebuck gets you very consistent yards with Mostert. Guessed wrong. And run does too, but you take the chance of the guessed right losses. Off tackle is sort of that medium, but that's 7 and 8. I have Mostert in a couple different leagues. That off tackle can disappoint. It does there. Guessed right, Linebuck. Only going to get a yard, just a yard. Yep. Call for the blocking back. So 3rd and 6. And Arbor has him where he wants him. Outside of Watson's
flat
wheelhouse. Right. You got a 5-5-4. No blitz being shown against that McKinnon 0 as a pass blocker. Long pass, McKinnon. Nobody back there against the 0, incomplete. On the defensive car, that would have gone a long way. Instead, we have a 4th down.
I wonder what that was flat for Watson. Incomplete, I think.
Huge punt, but it'll likely go into the end zone here. Let's see. Does it 2 through 3, 2 through 4 is what's needed to kick back. And the bounce goes just those 3 yards. Yeah, 2 through 4 hits the 5. So touchback it is. 8:42 now. Dink and dunk is still in there, but you're going to have to mix it in with a couple chunks. With 8:42 on the clock. Starts with the deep ball. Anderson cannot make the reception. Carolina wide receivers were the 6th group taken. And, a big part of that was Samuel being filling in at halfback is why they were taken so high. DJ Moore brings you great catches. Anderson, obviously, almost 100 catches as well. But a couple long pass misses today. Off tackle, Juszczyk. He loses the yard on the one white die. So 3rd and 11.
Yeah, Ty cannot get a break on some of these rolls.
So does Tyke look to put a couple flat passes together, or is he going to try to convert one of 2 short passes? Here's that short pass to Kittle. Chance number 1 is converted for 10. Sets up a 4th and 1. So gets his sort of short pass completion, so to speak, with Prescott scrambling for 10. Sets up a 4th down and very manageable. Goes 3 wide, which leaves you really with the QB sneak as your only safe bet here. Running. Flat passes to Anderson. And Anderson gets against the 4, gets the 5 white die in 13 yards. First down, and Arbor has a pulse. Up to the 42. 6:36 left. 3 wide. Flat pass back to Juszczyk. Gets 7. Nice gain. 2nd and 3. It'll be under 6 minutes in a moment. Flat pass back to Juszczyk again. Steady dose of this. On this 2nd and 3 falls incomplete. Juszczyk cannot get the completion again on the same roll of 7.
Yeah, that right flat for Juszczyk is 50-50. He's got it half the time. It's good completion on it.
Falling on the wrong side of the coin. Short pass. Anderson incomplete on Anderson's card. The receivers is not helping so far. 4th and 3.
Looks like my receivers. Obviously, game on the line here, 4th and 3.
Sticks 3 wide with Juszczyk. Short pass, DJ Moore. He's not double teamed. Defender X is incomplete. DJ Reed makes the play on the 4 white die. Ball goes over to Seattle. 5:06 left. Mostert in the backfield. Linebuck Mostert. He gets pass. He'll get some yards here. 15. Yeah, you see that linebuck wrong is just much more likely to get you some good first down yardage. And in this case, a short gain for 15. 4:30 left. (25-7) pretty much puts the game out of reach. Linebuck Mostert guessed right. He's going to get 16 up the gut.
Ugh.
And up to the 18-yard line at this point. For Seattle, at least I'm run. Get those 3 points.
Yeah.
Mostert up the gut, loses 1. Min fumbles. That goes full house. I'm with you here, Seattle.
I'd key McKinnon. Give it a shot, Tyke.
Off tackle Mostert. He's going to not get the block he needs from Izzo. He does get the block because of the full house. And look at that. Full house formation pays off. 5 white die. Izzo being a 4 gets upgraded to the 5. Gets 5 yards. 3rd and 6. 2:42 now. Away from a Battle Royale championship for Seattle and Dennis Crowley. Short pass guessed wrong. 14 yards. That's a touchdown.
Oh.
McKinnon coming up big receiving wise today. Huge catch. Puts it away. 28-7. Boswell trying to make it this time. He does. 29-7. And that should do it. Cooper out to the 22. 2:06 left. Just the second half dominated by Seattle. Prescott's end run gets 7. The way Seattle, I'm sure, looks at it is if the game is close at halftime, then advantage Seattle because Mostert can come in and just run it with authority. Long pass Kittle. 2 men are back there. Incomplete on the card of Prescott. flat pass, Juszczyk. It's picked off. Seattle likely to squat on this one. Indeed he does. And with 145, we're a few kneel downs away. There's one. Just second half domination from Seattle. 6.3 to 4.3 in average yards per play for the game.
Jeez, 9 for 21 throwing. Watson still comes out with a victory.
And that is it. Congratulations, Dennis. And 9 of 21. At the half, it was a 1-yard advantage. Stretching it out to 2 meant he had an even bigger advantage than that in the second half. Down about 49 yards to start the second half, and obviously widened that gap in the second.
Summer Sprint and Battle Royal. Dennis runs both leagues this year. Wins both.
Yeah, Dennis makes the comment that the receivers didn't help, and that's true. I mean, second half he needed a hit on those long passes.
Yeah, for sure.
Couldn't get it. You know, the only notable play that comes to mind in the second half was that double team long pass completion on Prescott's card. Other than that, there wasn't much offense, was there?
No.
And let's see, we have Dennis joining. Congratulations, Dennis. Champion.
Hey, thanks, man.
What are you going to do with the winnings?
I just leave it on my PayPal account. Pay for the next league. Pay for Stratomatic next year. That's pretty much it. My wife's happy if I don't have to dip into the bank account for my Strat hobby. So.
What is second half?
Man, he just couldn't get anything going. That Dak, who's usually reliable, moving the chains, got let down a ton by his receivers. I love seeing him run Kyle Juszczyk. That was like, thank you. You know, that team is great, but if you have, you know, a big deficit to make up, they'll 5 and 7 yard you to death like nobody's business. But they're hard to come by the big plays. Although he did hit me a couple times early because I have a lot of vulnerabilities in the secondary with all those 4s, and he beat him a couple times. But it's hard to get those big plays from that offense, which is flat pass run centric.
Yeah, I mean that he had an advantage there. You both had opportunities going deep because of the mixing of some McKinnon's ability to go deep, and then he had a couple more opportunities than you.
Yeah,
but that advantage diminishes though the more you expect pass.
Right,
the more you get a lead. Yep.
Exactly, and he had that one drive where I think he was down 20-7 or 19-7, and it was like a 20-play drive, but he only got 44 yards, and then he failed on the 4th down conversion. That was the turning point. I thought that was like a killer. He needed to get points there.
Yep.
And those long drives, you know, they're great. They can paper cut you to death. But if you hit like a receiver reading incomplete, you know, the linebacker, a 4 linebacker makes a play, or you throw it at a defender that makes a play. Yeah, throw it to 6. And next thing you know, or they hit the interception split on Dak card, you're like facing 4th down or 3rd and long, and you know, it just is what it is. And then, like I told him in the chat, his receivers did not help him today. He hit a lot of receiver readings where it would just find a blank.
Yep.
So very fortunate to come away with the win. You know how hard it is to win a championship in any league, but I think this one especially, where everybody comes in with an equal shot at building a strong team. You don't have any walkovers, and and the playoffs are never easy. So I had a couple of close victories in the earlier rounds. So I'm happy to get through to this one, especially the one against Mike. What's up, Mike? Where he could have gotten a 2-point conversion and beat me.
Yep.
But I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, you bring up those third and longs. I mean, that's where you want. That's the position you just need to get Ann Arbor into.
Right.
He has so many ways to get yards on first and second to set up third and shorts, and he's been doing that all playoff long, all season long. You consistently held him back on first and second down one way or the other, and set up third and eights, third and nines. Dak is not going to help you on the must runs there. And that's the center of his card. And that leads to punts. I think
and I thought another thing that I had a couple of low chance sacks that came through that were big. When you have an offense that's a flat pass centric run offense, if you get one of those sacks on first or second down, it's like, okay, I got this. I can stop them.
Yeah.
So,
did you expect to see more blitzing
against me? I don't know. I didn't think I threw enough to warrant blitzing. His run blitzing was fine. He was plugging holes and he knew where I wanted to go on the end run, but I don't think it was enough short and deep passing. Maybe on third downs he could have blitzed a little more because my offensive line is a little bit weaker, but he was stopping me on those. I mean, the only reason the first touchdown I got because I got a short field after a fourth down stop, and then later on, once I had the 2-score lead, I hit a couple big plays to get that lead. But then after that, it was like turnover on downs. Like that gave me a short field again, and that was the touchdown to put it away. But
your team, if you go into the lead, if you go into the halftime with the lead, and you have Mostert loaded up, becomes a very difficult team to.
Oh, defend. And that Mostert drive was just fantastic. Mostert short gain after short gain after short gain right after the half. He could do no wrong, and then I think he cashed it in. So, and he was like his double teaming. Mike had some stats that said he was like the best double teamer in the league. He was top. I don't know if you did stats for double teaming, Anthony. Do you have that too?
Yeah,
I think he was
right.
I think he was like the most successful double teams or the most double teams in the league.
The most double teams in the league. And in terms of percentage, let's see. Double teams on defense. Should be around here somewhere. There it is. Double team correct was number 1 as well.
Yeah,
which makes sense. I mean, because he's got
Look
those
at the
sixes.
Right, he got those 2 6s, a strong safety and at the outside corner, and then he uses his inside linebacker and the free safety to double team the 2 guys that are covered by zeros. So, it's an effective strategy and it worked well with him. I thought maybe I should have thrown more at the 6s. I tried a couple times on third down to go to Landry or to Izzo, but it just wasn't working. His defense was playing well. And like I said, if it wasn't for the short fields and the turnovers, Dak threw 2 picks. I mean, at the end, one was like super low percentage. Yeah. I don't remember what the other one was. It was, I think it was both of them were on his card or one was on my card. Both of them were like 2 through 4 or 2 through 5. Something low like that.
Yeah, the first pick was on your defensive flat pass card, 2 through 4. He hit the 4.
Right.
And then the second one was, the game was out of reach really in the second one, but it was 2-3, I think. But that 2 through 4 interception negated that 28-yard long pass double team completion on third and long that he had a few plays prior.
Yeah.
Which, that 28-yard completion, we thought that opened a door for him, but that interception slammed it shut just a few plays later.
Yeah, the dice are fickle. They help you out sometimes, and they curse you other times.
But the cards were in your favor. I mean, there's no doubt Mostert's insertion into the game changed the game entirely. Just change it entirely. At that point, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Very difficult to defend.
Well, because I was landing on my card running the ball. Yeah, if I would have been landing on his card, there's a lot of times where those short gains happen with 1 or 2 men in the zone.
Sure.
So if it landed on it's just one of those things, like we've had games like that where, oh my God, this guy, I got a great guess wrong runner, and I can't stop landing on the D card. And I'm sure he was like kicking himself that he couldn't get it to go on the D card. Mostert guessed wrong on his card is fantastic, and he wasn't even hitting. He wasn't hitting any of his numbers. I mean,
you're being a little generous there, though, because you were calling draws, and on a few occasions, and
right.
taking those linebackers off the field, and you were getting pass calls certainly on that first drive, which was nicely done. So it didn't much matter. And it's a good defense, but even if it went to the D card, you would have had a positive yards, maybe not short gains, but you're calling draws at the right time. And then once he finally started calling run, you went short pass, long pass, I think, on consecutive plays and had it guessed wrong.
Yeah, that was big too. Getting the defender X against Mostert, or not against McKinnon. That gave me gave me that long gain to go up 13-7.
Yeah,
that was big. One. Yeah, and then I think I had another long pass that I completed to Jacoby Myers receiver card, where I hit the plus 35 on his card, which he has some hits, but it's not like he even guessed wrong. He's not automatic.
Not lethal. No, not at all.
Yeah.
Were you surprised by the first drive, fourth down attempt?
Yeah, a little bit, but you know how those generic D cards are. When you have a 4-3, you can give up a yard pretty easily, even with fives on the line. I just had a feeling he was going to run there, and I keyed the right spot. But even then, it went on the D card. Mike could probably tell you what the percentage was on making it. But, I stuffed him on the O card if it went there. But on the D card, it was probably still 50-50, I would guess.
Yeah, and Mike made the point. It went to Allen, not to the linebacker.
Right.
On the 5 white die on that.
Right. So even if there was nobody in the zone, I would have stopped him, which is crazy to think about. But I was happy I was able to make the right call.
I mean, that's why you have a good run defense. You drafted to get that, and you have a 5 there as a part of that mix. So
right,
we rewarded for the drafting that you did.
Yep, and I think that when you have a big moment like that early in the game, it can kind of like not necessarily get in the other guy's head, but it can kind of like, I don't know, throw you off emotionally, where you're like, oh God, he stopped. That's bad break, or if you have a fumble punt or something like that, it can kind of throw you off your game a little bit. I don't know if that did that with Tyke. I doubt it, but at least you feel good about it if you're on the other side. Like, yeah, I needed that. Like,
well, was that an off tackle run?
Yeah, off tackle.
All right, then you have 3 roll. It was a 3 roll, I think, on the D tackle -1.
It was it was a 5 or 6.
4.
Yeah, it was a
3 or
4, maybe 4. Let me look. But yeah, it was some
linebacker.
Yeah.
So it might have been a 3 roll, I think.
Hold on. Let me see notebook.
I think it was 5-3.
Yeah, because when I saw it was like it was the one that I'm looking at the wrong one. I'm looking at his card. This is a scintillating viewing. It was it was. Gosh, where is it? Oh yeah, there it is. It's the 3. Yeah, it was a 3 because I remember looking at it like
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was looking at it. He had a first down on every roll but 3 and blocking back 10. He wouldn't have made it. That was about it.
Wow. Well, and yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I felt it was maybe 50-50 on the D card, but I was wrong. It was like 80-20 or 90-10.
Yeah.
So
the problem, all the linebackers' hits were good, and there are 9 of those.
Right. Yeah, because the 4 that's the problem with the 4-3. Compare that to the 3-4. If you have 2 men in zone, you're getting stuffed 80-20. You're getting stuffed 80% of the time.
Right.
So, well, I appreciate you guys calling the game. I like I said, very lucky, happy to get the win. And now we got to figure out what season to do for summer sprint for the retro league.
So what is the timeline for that? When do we?
I'm gonna send out a roll call tonight or tomorrow. So we should get going. Get the ownership solidified in the next week or so, and then be drafting by May 1st, something like that.
Great.
Oh, it's that fast, huh?
Yeah, quick turnaround. Well, we need to get it done before the next version comes out. So I'm going to give us May, June, and a little bit of July if we need to, and then the last part of July for the playoffs.
Mhm.
Oh
So,
wow! I
Excellent.
forgot how when we play summer sprint.
yeah, that's it. Usually we draft in May and play May, June, July. So, any thoughts on which season you guys want? I was thinking a '90s season, early '90s,
Sure.
or 1969, 1970.
Well, I mean, I'll as much as the mystery of the '60s is enticing to learn about whatever seasons those are. I lean to the '90s just because I know them
That's
better.
your yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
How about you, Michael?
I,
You the
I,
same?
you know what? I don't have a preference. I'll take anything. I would like if we jumped into a decade that we haven't done yet.
That would be like 1969, 1968, 1919. I don't want to do 67 or 63 because those has some crazy things in them. But the
Yeah,
other ones I could do. So,
yeah. Even the
all right,
'90s would be okay. What have you played a game in the '90s? Season in the
we
'90s?
we might have done 1990. I'm not sure. Hold on, let's look. Um,
I'm going to the website now.
well, I'll just look at the champions page. We have
'89.
89 is the highest. Yeah, maybe 1990 would be good. Just start in the 90s and maybe start going up.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. Fair enough.
All right. Well,
guys.
congratulations again.
Yeah,
Champions,
congratulations,
Seattle.
Dennis.
Thanks so much.
And
Can't wait to listen.
congratulations, Tyke.
All right.
I
Take
know
care.
it was a tough loss, but second's not bad.
Yeah, it is a great season. I mean, it was a solid season. You can't complain if you're in the final. If you're in the last game of the year of any league, you should be happy,
Right.
win or lose. So, all right, guys, see ya.
All right. Have a good
See
night.
ya. Bye.
And that'll end the broadcast. Seattle taking Battle Royale's championship by the score of 29-7. This 20 card set. Congratulations once more to Dennis, and we'll see you for Summer Sprint.